Jack, what a surprise.
May I come in? It's important.
Well, of course. But I have a date for cocktails.
I'll be out by then, I promise.
Is there a problem?
You ever heard of writer's block? I've got it.
How can I help?
Talk to me.
About what?
You.
But the book's supposed to be about Richard.
Well, of course, but it's about you, too, and you haven't said a word about yourself.
But I have.
Oh, the facts, of course. I have those from you and other people. I know all about the little girl who had everything and the brilliant young woman who married the man she loved. What about the bad times? There must have been plenty of those. You never mentioned them. Not one word of complaint.
Well, I should hope not.
Well, that's the problem. You see, I think I'm having trouble because I have to know more about you and your relationship with Richard.
Would you like a drink?
Please.
Wine?
Thank you. How did you do it?
What?
Hang in there during the bad times. Some people turn to a friend. Some people turn to alcohol. Some turn to God. What did you turn to?
Myself.
There must have been times when you were desperate to talk to someone you could trust.
I was never very good at asking for help. I had a great deal of pride. And you see, I was willing to wait.
Ah, an optimist despite everything.
I'm not fond of suffering. I don't seek it out.
Well, it found you, nonetheless.
He was a good husband.
He hurt you. I see what you mean about pride. You can't admit that even now, can you? You must have exceptionally deep reserves. Don't you get tired of being alone?
Yes.
Have you always felt alone?
Yes.
The orphanage where I grew up, they didn't allow anyone to cry. I guess they figured if someone started, the whole place would be bawling. I still hate to cry.
Tears had no effect on Richard. He'd either laugh or withdraw. And if they were real tears, not the manipulative kind, it hurt too much. I only made that mistake a few times.
You learn from your pain.
Well, that's the only good that can come of it.
What else did Richard teach you?
That I was a spoiled child.
Oh?
Well, you said that I grew up with everything. I did. Richard was the only thing I couldn't possess completely.
That must have been very difficult.
I was furious. I tried so hard. I was lethally charming, and nothing worked. Not tears, anger, money, detachment, nothing. I suppose it was good for me to learn humility and to accept what was offered freely. But you can't possess people. They're not like furs. You can't own them and you can't replace them.
So you put up with him because you loved him.
I loved him desperately. I stood by his side. I was hostess at his parties, and I shook hands, and I paid the bills, and I smiled. And I smiled because there was nothing else to do. I loved him.
And afterwards, you went upstairs and slept alone.
Oh, you don't know what it was like, night after night. Lying there, knowing that he was with Emily, that the two of them were together.
And you knew all along.
Okay, I think I'm ready for the $100 shift now. One second. Hi.
Well, hello there.
Hi, Roger.
You knew I was coming.
No, every once in a while I have plans that don't involve you.
With whom?
I'm entitled to my secrets.
Well, I'm impressed, and he will be, too. He's getting the full treatment. Say, didn't I get you a bottle of that perfume once?
No walks down memory lane. Roger, you have refused to play with me, so you are not entitled to be jealous.
Yeah, well, I am anyway.
Roger, can I do something for you?
Yeah, I'm worried about you, Dee.
You should be worried about me.
No, I mean about our little talk about Dakota Smith. Somehow I think my pearls of wisdom were wasted on you.
Oh, Dakota the dog face? Dakota as good as dead? No,
Dee.
Roger, I think I'm going to find it in my heart to forgive him.
Dee, will you let it go?
Oh, Maeve, let it go. Maybe the universe won't be that kind. We can all just sit back and watch.
Dee, if you go after him right now, it's going to turn into a full-fledged war.
You're going to fight right alongside me, aren't you?
No, not if you don't take my advice. Delia, you are just looking for trouble.
Sometimes a little trouble can be very entertaining, Roger.
Delia, what have you done?
What?
Yeah, I know you're up to something.
I'm up to my ears, baby.
Delia, what is going on?
Roger, I don't want to talk about this right now. Come on, it's not important. It's not important.
Dee,
Don't
I
worry
know-
about nothing. It's... 1 second. Just hang in there. Hello.
Well, don't you look delicious?
Thank you.
For you.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Am I interrupting something around here?
No, this is just my ex-husband.
I'm Roger Coleridge.
Yeah, I know who you are. Yeah. Listen, the chopper's waiting, Delia.
Roger, why don't you put these in water?
Certainly.
Come on, baby, we gotta get out of here.
Good night.
Good night, Roger.
I hope. Excuse me.
Well, everywhere I go, it's X's and O's. Makes me feel so hungry for my tic-tac-toes. They're so tasty. Chef Boyardee.
Tick, 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 tack, toe.
Tic-tac-toes, a good hot meal. And when you get 3 X's or O's on your spoon, you win.
Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Tick, 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 tack, toe.
With and without meatballs. Get a free Fisher-Price Wild Puffalumps. See stores or specially marked cans for details.
Long before I made it to hotel manager, I discovered Suave. Then I tried those expensive shampoos and conditioners. Guess what? They weren't better, just more expensive. So I came back to Suave.
Suave makes you look like you spent a fortune on your hair.
The naturalness of some foods is obvious. With others, you may need more information. So about the coffee you're drinking. If it's smooth, satisfying Sanka, it's decaffeinated 100% naturally. In fact, it's the only leading coffee decaffeinated with pure mountain water and natural effervescence. If you prefer naturalness in the things you eat and drink, it's obvious you'll prefer Sanka naturally decaffeinated coffee.
Got great curves? Great curves deserve 18-hour. Playtex 18-hour bra. Supports full figures more beautifully, comfortably. Great curves deserve the 18-hour bra. From Playtex, the fit that makes the fashion.
This afternoon, the search for the right man goes on as Danny wants to find a date for his mom. Madeline Kahn stars in Wanted, the Perfect Guy on the ABC After School Special.